Hello everybody, it's me J-Pop 4, 3, 2, 1. That right there is the new intro, so thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. You wanted a new intro? You guys wanted me to not do Toby's intro? Not wanted me to do Pew's intro? You wanted me to come up with my own intro? There you go. There's your intro right there. Every single video from now on will have that intro. So, when I last saw you guys, I had told you that the next episode was going to be episode 300 and a review episode. Unfortunately, when I last checked, I actually had 298, so this is actually video number 299. Now, in said case, I thought, okay, what am I supposed to do? Well, I decided, since I already did episode 1, I'm going to do the same thing with episode 2. I actually done episode 2, but when I released the first episode of it, of this series here, I recorded episode 2, but never really released. Because I got interrupted while I was doing the minor things. You might be wondering what I'm doing. Look up there. Look up there. Somewhere up there. The title. That's basically what this is. So this is Friendship is Magic Part 2, aka Elements of Harmony. I got interrupted during illusions, animation errors, statistics, and speculations due to the fact that I had to go downstairs for lunch. Anyway, enough of my time wasting. Let's get into this Friendship is Magic Part 2, aka Elements of Harmony. Now, for those of you who are new to this, here's basically what I do. I'm going to read what the episode basically is, the summary of it, and all the illusions, animation errors, statistics, and speculations in the episode. I might be missing a few things, but whatever. Alright, here we go. Hold on. And mind whatever's going on. Don't mind whatever's going on downstairs. They're not really, related to this. So here we go. Friendship is Magic Part 2 and is the second episode of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And if I mess up, give me a break, please. In this episode, Nightmare Moon is freed from her imprisonment and begins to shroud the world in eternal night. Twilight and her new friends must find the Elements of Harmony to stop Nightmare Moon. The episode is referred to as Elements of Harmony on Hasbro's viewing guide. Season 1, Episode 2, overall Episode 2. Original air date October 22nd, 2010. 12 days after the original episode appeared. Lauren Faust wrote it, and the storyboardists were Tom Sales, Mike West, Sharan Johnson, and Sam Toe. We never really get a lot of those guys, so, we never hear a lot about them. So, storyboard, yeah, we don't really know who they are. Anyway, the episode starts with the... oh, sorry. Nose. The episode starts with a recap of the previous episode, and resumes where it left off, with Nightmare Moon creating a lightning storm. The mayor commands the royal guards to attack Nightmare Moon, suspecting her of kidnapping Princess Celestia. She repels them with lightning and turns herself into mist before whisking out into the night. Rainbow Dash breaks free of Applejack's hold and pursues the mist. I can't... What is up my nose? Sorry. But it's too quick for her and disappears into the distance. Rainbow sees Twilight running outside and wonders aloud what she's up to. At the library, Twilight puts Spike to bed and starts frantically looking through the bookshelves for information about the Elements of Harmony, of course. Dash flies in and confronts Twilight, accusing her of being a spy because she knows about Nightmare Moon. Dash is pulled back by Applejack, who warns her to simmer down. Pinkie, Rarity, and Fluttershy join them, and they listen to Twilight's explanation on the Elements of Harmony. Twilight admits that she doesn't know what the elements are, where to find them, or what they do. Pinkie promptly finds a book on the Elements of Harmony, which was alphabetically sorted, much to Twilight's embarrassment. AKA, it was under E. Oh, right. Twilight, reading from the book, names the 5 known elements: kindness, laughter, generosity, honesty, and loyalty. As she names the elements, the camera pans over the pony that will come to represent each element. Excuse me. Again, this is full of spoilers. These are full of spoilers, by the way. I forgot to say this. These are indeed full of spoilers, so if you don't want to watch the episode and you want to know it without watching it, or you want to watch the episode but you haven't got the chance and you're on this video. Alright, well, okay, first off, if you have watched the video, if you have watched the episodes, or don't want to watch the episodes but want to know what happens, stay here. If not, like you haven't seen the episode and want to know what happens, or you haven't seen it, you don't want to know what happens, I don't know what you guys want to know. Those people might want to wait because these have spoilers in them. Anyway, according to the book, the sixth element is a mystery, and the element's last known location is in the ancient castle, the Royal Pony Sisters in the Everfree Forest. Its first intro to the show. The friends are unaware that Nightmare Moon was eavesdropping the whole time. At the cliff, Twilight asks the other ponies to let her go into the forest alone, but Applejack tells her they won't let, quote, any friend of ours, unquote, go into the forest by herself. Walking through the forest, Applejack mentions the forest doesn't, quote, work the same, unquote, as those in Equestria. Works like ones on Earth. Meanwhile, a purple mist seeps into the cliffside under them. Dash tries spooking the other ponies by telling them no pony who has entered the forest has ever come out. Suddenly, the cliff collapses, and the purple mist whisks off. Fluttershy and Rainbow stop Rarity and Pinkie from tumbling down, but AJ and Twilight continue to slide down towards another steep cliff. AJ grabs a root, but Twilight slips to the very edge. Seeing her friend in trouble, AJ lets go of the root to help Twilight, and inexplicably tells her to let go. But Twilight protests, but AJ promises that she's telling the truth, and if she lets go, she'll be safe. Twilight lets go, and Dash and Fluttershy carry her to safety. As AJ makes her way down the cliff like a mountain goat, a purple mist washes the ponies, then zooms off towards a monstrous silhouette which roars into the Manticore. Dash proudly recalls how she and Fluttershy saved Twilight when an angry Manticore bars the path. Rarity, Applejack, and Rainbow Dash fail to stop the Manticore. Fluttershy's quiet protests go unnoticed by her friends, but when they desperately charge at the Manticore, Fluttershy finally raises her voice and stops them. Wait! She gently approaches the Manticore, who, after a moment of hesitation, shows her a purple thorn stuck in its paw. She removes it and wins the beast's affection, and the 6 ponies continue their journey. When Twilight asks Fluttershy how she knew about the thorn, Fluttershy reveals that she didn't, saying, quote, sometimes we all just need to be shown a little kindness, unquote. And in the forest, the extracted thorn turns into purple mist and snakes between the ponies' hooves before seeping through into some trees. The moon sets, and darkness surrounds the ponies, who are now faced with monstrous-looking trees that seem to growl at them. They all scream into the break between the first and second act, except Pinkie Pie in the beginning of the second act. Much to their surprise, she makes funny faces at the trees and starts to laugh. Pinkie sings the laughter song, aka Giggle at the Ghosties, the first musical number of the show, number 1, and shows her friends how to conquer your fears through laughter. As quoted by her in the song, ha ha ha. unquote. The other ponies overcome their fears and turn the trees back to normal, concluding the song by rolling on the ground and laughing. The Sea Serpent. The ponies come to a turbulent river. A purple sea serpent, aka Stephen Magnet, is lamenting the loss of half his mustache, or moustache as they call it, so. Torn off by a, quote, tacky little cloud of purple smoke, unquote. AJ and Dash are unsympathetic to his plight, but Rarity is impressed by his looks and cannot leave his moustache in its current state. She yanks off one of his scales, uses it to cut the hair of her own tail, and magically attaches it to the torn part of his moustache. Can you please not call it a moustache? It's mustache, people. The Sea Serpent is extremely pleased and lets the ponies cross the river by coiling his own body to make stepping stones. The Shadow Bolts. Twilight sees the ruins of the castle through the foggy mist and runs towards it. But she almost falls over the edge of a cliff. They see a rope bridge attached to the other side of the gorge, and Rainbow Dash flies down to raise it and tie it to the other side. Tie it to their side. When she lands, a faint voice calls her name, and the purple mist slithers underneath her. The voice says they've been expecting the best flyer in Equestria. The Shadow Bolts, whose name and appearance are similar to the Wonderbolts in every single way, offer the position of Shadow Bolt captain in Rainbow Dash. She accepts and asks for a moment to tie the bridge's rope, but the Shadow Bolts give her an ultimatum. In this case, quote, it's them or us, unquote. Twilight warns Dash not to listen to them, but the fog thickens and muffles Twilight's voice. Dash politely declines and ties the rope. The Shadow Bolts turn to purple mist and slither away. Dash returns to her relief friends, saying, quote, see? I'd never leave my friends hanging, unquote. The friends cross the bridge and continue towards the ruins. And the Elements of Harmony. Here we go. The ponies enter the castle ruins and come to five stone orbs on a pedestal, which Twilight assumes to be the Elements of Harmony. Dash and Fluttershy fly up to retrieve them and place them carefully at Twilight's feet. Pinkie notices there are only 5 of them. Twilight explains that when the 5 are present, a spark would cause the 6th to be revealed. The rest of the ponies leave the room to give Twilight some quiet as she tries to use her magic on the orbs, but the purple mist appears and envelopes them in a whirlwind. Twilight jumps in and disappears with the purple mist. The other ponies, who are too late to save Twilight at the end of the second act, see glowing lights in another tower in the beginning of the third act. Meanwhile, Twilight and Nightmare Moon reappear at opposite ends of a large hall, with the stone orbs placed around Nightmare Moon. Twilight stamps her hoof, and the unicorn and alicorn charge at each other. You're kidding. You're kidding me, right? Right before they collide, Twilight teleports and reappears next to the orbs. She tries to create a magic spark, but Nightmare Moon materializes in front of her and blasts her away. For a moment, the orbs sparkle and frighten Nightmare Moon, but they soon stop, allowing her to shatter them by standing on the ground. She triumphantly declares victory. Twilight hears her friends calling for her, and something sparks inside her. She confidently declares that the spirits of the elements of harmony, I was doing so good, are right here. The stone fragments glow and float around each pony as Twilight explains which element each friend represents based on their actions during their journey. The fragments of the orbs float up and start to circle the ponies to which the orbs belong. As quoted by her, Applejack, who reassured me when I was in doubt, represents the spirit of honesty. Fluttershy, who tamed the Manticore with her compassion, represents the spirit of kindness. Pinkie Pie, who banished fear by giggling in the face of danger, represents the spirit of laughter. Rarity, who calmed a sorrowful serpent with a meaningful gift, represents the spirit of generosity. And Rainbow Dash, who could not abandon her friends, for her own heart's desire, represents the spirit of loyalty. unquote that. Nightmare Moon protests, saying that they don't have the sixth element, but Twilight tells her a different kind of spark revealed the sixth element. The spark that ignited within her when she realized the 5 other ponies are her friends, saying, quote, I felt it the very moment I realized how happy I was to hear you, to see you, how much I cared about you. The spark ignited inside of me when I realized that you all are my friends. You see, Nightmare Moon, when those elements are ignited by the spark that resides in the heart of us all, it creates the sixth element, the element of magic, unquote. A bright ball of magic appears, really a ball of magic, appears above the friends, and the orb fragments of the 5 elements come together to become jeweled necklaces, while Twilight's orb takes the shape of a crown, or tiara, whatever. The gems glow, and the ponies are lifted into the air. A rainbow shaped like a double helix explodes skyward and envelopes a screaming Nightmare Moon. Twilight opens her eyes and floods the room with white light. Once the light fades, the ponies discover that Rarity's tail is restored, and they all have gems that resemble their cutie marks. AJ admits she thought Twilight was, quote, spootin' lot hooey, unquote. But now she reckons they, quote, really do represent the... They, quote, really do represent the elements of friendship. What? Unquote. Okay, unquote. What? Ashley, or whoever did Applejack, I don't think that was actually Ashley. Anyway. Conclusion. Here. As the sun rises, Princess Celestia appears and explains that she knew Twilight had the magic to defeat Nightmare Moon, but she could only unleash it by letting true friendship into her heart. They see a smaller Pegasus unicorn that was once Nightmare Moon, and the pieces of her armor around her. She's wearing a dark blue crown and a coat and mane in a lighter shade of violet and blue. I don't think there is violet in that mane. Recognizing this strange pony, Celestia approaches her, calling her Princess Luna, her technical first intro to the show, as Princess Luna, other than her storybook in the first ever intro. The ponies react with surprise to Celestia calling Luna her sister, even though both books that Twilight consulted earlier mentioned that the Royal Unicorns were sisters. Think, animators, think, script people. Not good. Okay. Anyway. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Oh, there we are. Luna emotionally accepts Celestia's offer, telling her she missed her dearly. Happy to see her sister again and forgiven for her misdeeds, she embraces Celestia in a joyously tearful reunion. Excuse me. I should have done that. There we go. Excuse me. The scene is so beautiful, Pinkie Pie bursts out crying. Pinkie bursts out crying. But she abruptly stops and asks, quote, hey, you know what this calls for? Unquote. Of course, she'd go on to say a party, but apparently it's not quoted. Twilight's new mission. Back in Ponyville, Pinkie throws a joyous party to celebrate the reunion of the 2 princesses, but Twilight looks crestfallen. When asked why, Twilight tells Celestia she's sad at the prospect of leaving her new friends and returning home, so Celestia issues her a new mission: to study the magic of friendship in Ponyville and report her findings. Twilight is elated and promises to study harder than ever before. That, my friends, ends Friendship is Magic, the first 2 episodes of the series. Elements of Harmony in itself. But before we finish off this episode and get ready for episode 300 coming out later today, as I said at the beginning of this episode, it was almost 20 minutes ago, let's just get this over with. Okay, did I? What? Oh, what? No. Okay. Okay, internet still doing right. Can it just please go up? No. Okay. Whoa. 1. Hold on. Hold on. See, I would, okay, well. This is fun. It's plugged in. I don't see why, this would not be responding. Go to another site. Come on! Come on. Go. There we are, okay. In the opening moments with Nightmare Moon apparently victorious, again, this is the illusions, the mayor shouts, "Caesar!" and Nightmare Moon replies, "Stand back, you fools!" This is a quote from a famous moment in the '59 Disney film Sleeping Beauty, in which the evil fairy Maleficent disappears after cursing the newborn princess. Someone shouts, "Caesar!" and Maleficent shouts, "Stand back, you fools!" And basically, that was it. Oh, wait. Fluttershy pulls a thorn from the Manticore's paw, much like the classic tale of Androcles and the lion. Stephen cries, "What a world, what a world," just like, part in Wizard of Oz, apparently. I honestly don't remember them saying that, yeah, hold on, I just clicked back for no reason. I clicked back. No. That was weird. Let's see this. The record scratch. No. Oh, here we are. Yeah, What a World is a reference to Wizard of Oz. Magic of the elements of harmony manifests as rainbow. The magic of the elements of harmony manifests as a rainbow that envelops Nightmare Moon. This is reminiscent of the Rainbow of Light from the '84 My Little Pony pilot episode Rescue Midnight Castle, where Megan defeats T-Rex in a similar fashion. Surprisingly, a lot of people did not put this, but the bridge that is broken and, Rainbow fixes, someone actually say it's the same bridge that, again, G1. They cross the bridge, but Applejack falls down into the water, and hello, sea ponies. And as for the sea serpent, that was a reference to the same river that they had to cross. That was basically surrounding the Nightmare Castle. Well, Midnight Castle, rather. Same one. So, we got help from sea ponies there. I always wondered how they had, like, when she called upon the sea ponies, she had, like, that little, seashell thing, throws it in the water, there they are. My question is, if you needed them, like, more than once, how did Megan, if she needed them more than once, how did Megan get, like, more seashells? So they're like, I just threw a seashell in, can you guys get it for me? No. Aw. Here's another one. Eh! See, that would be fun. That would be the right thing to do, though. That would be the right thing to do. Why did I say it was fun? Oh, that's probably how it would work. Yeah, it's still. How is this possible? Okay. Calm down. Oh. Ooh, wait. Full screen. Here we are. Not responding. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, 300th video coming soon, guys. It's gonna be fun. 300th video. If it works like this, freaking. I don't. Oh, it make me tired. Please work. Please work. Thank you. Thank you. We got that click. We got that click. We got that click. We got that click. Got that click. Alright. Hold on to your seats, every pony. I'm almost done here. I am almost done here. Okay. Question, is it me? Or is the whole animation thing? Okay, here. Getting better. Alright, when the Royal Guards charge Nightmare Moon, the Central Guard's body overlaps his armor. Before Nightmare Moon makes all the ponies by the door run away, a pony named Parasol is hovering over the ground despite her wings being folded. Yeah, bad. In the same scene, Lemonheart, another one, is missing her horn, and when she runs away, she suddenly gains a skirt. What? Dash's tail is missing when the ponies are entering the Everfree Forest. Same scene, AJ is missing her freckles and has Twilight's eye model. When the ponies are scared by the trees, AJ's right hind leg is missing, and her tail isn't attached properly. When the ponies are soaked by the sea serpent, Rainbow's tail is missing its yellow and green colors. Has anyone ever thought that the red, orange, and yellow might just be like covering the yellow and the orange and the Honestly, guys, have you ever thought about the fact that maybe the red and then the orange and the blue and the purple, they might actually be like covering up the green and the yellow, and then as it dries, it's just like back to normal. During Rainbow's trial, both of the bridge's ropes on the far side are untied, and the bridge is hanging down the side of the cliff. Rainbow swoops down, grabs one of the ropes, and brings it up to the far side. When she gets there, the other rope is already tied. Okay then. When the ponies enter the castle, there are 6 stone orbs on the statue, even though only 5 are supposed to be present. When Rainbow and Fluttershy lift them down, the 6th one is missing. 6 empty places, previously occupied by the orbs, are shown after Twilight and Nightmare Moon are teleported to the hall. When Nightmare Moon says the night will last forever, in this episode, the moon on her armor is missing. Just before the element of magic appears, Nightmare Moon's right eye briefly falls off. What? As Princess Celestia clarifies to Twilight that she simply told her she needed some friends. The leg Celestia is raising is oddly disfigured as her hoof seems severed part way. This may be the armor she has on her legs. Yeah. The moment Pinkie bounces up from her bowing pose, her element necklace disappears. Pinkie Pie's ears are missing right before Luna and Celestia tearfully reunite. When Luna is looking up and Celestia... Oh yeah. That thing. When Luna is looking up at Celestia during their reunion, all 4 of Celestia's legs are missing. Fans have dubbed Celestia at this moment as Swan Celestia. When Celestia rises from her knees during her reunion with Luna, for a split second, a copy of her cutie mark is seen between her thighs. This is known as an inner thigh cutie mark. Obviously, right? When Celestia says, "Why so glum, my faithful student?" to Twilight, the colors of her mane have been flipped upside down, and then they are normal in the very next scene. During the next sentence, "Are you not happy?" blah blah blah. There's a scene where Celestia's tail overlaps her cutie mark instead of being straight behind her. Yeah. Seconds before Rarity pulls off the serpent's tail, I simply cannot let such a crime, blah blah blah. Just in the middle of a blinking animation, her blue mascara for her right eye is on her face. Like, literally on her face. Yeah, bad. Also, with the previous error, with that one, she has multiple eyelashes. A few more added on to this. When Luna first opens her eyes after being defeated as Nightmare Moon, her mane is on the left side of her face. Yet later in the reunion, her mane has been flipped. It stays flipped for the rest of the episode. When AJ looks like she is about to land on Pinkie Pie when she sings Giggle at the Ghosty, sings the Giggle at the Ghosty song, the laughter song. At 8 minutes and 34 seconds, you can see 2 extra parts of her leg in between her front legs. What? When Twilight takes out the Elements of Harmony reference guide from the bookshelf, her horn isn't glowing, even though she's clearly using magic to make it levitate. When the Manticore is seen by Twilight, it roars at her and her friends. When it does this, it raises both of its paws. The thorn is missing from its paw in this scene. Hello? Why are you hurt? When the Manticore is about to swipe at Rarity, the thorn in its paw is still not shown. Really? Hold on for a second. Let's have this, And apparently... Hold on for a second. Alright. You good? Alright. Sorry about that. Something out there. Once again, during the Swan Celestia scene, Luna's horn passes under Celestia's head, despite being too long to fit under there, meaning she technically cuts through Celestia's throat. Ugh. And before Nightmare protests, quote, "You still don't have the 6th element. The spark didn't work," I would quote. She has all the blue armor on her nose, but it becomes as though it was torn off at the start of her nose. At the start of her nose, as the line is being said. Huh. And wait for it, 'cause it sucks. And wait for it, 'cause it's horrible. And I'm not gonna get any faster than the last time I did this. This is gonna be horrible, but at least 299's already out. And maybe 300 is if you have stayed with me for the past half hour. In which case, what are you doing with your life? And but keep on watching. So statistics coming up next, and then we got the speculations. Oh, it should be easy. These should be pretty much easy. Should be pretty easy, right? Yeah, they're pretty. These statistics and speculations are pretty easy to go through. So here we are. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I don't see any speculation, no statistics for season 3. Work on it, maybe. 40 minutes. Could just start the episode over again and be done editing the 3rd season. It won't take that long. Freaking whiteness screen. Freaking whiteness screen. Here we go. There we are. Pinky's Laughter Sound becomes the first song featured in the series. That's 1. 2. The episode marks the first time the main cast used the elements of harmony. 3. This is Luna's first appearance in the first appearance overall, her first episode, really. This episode is the first 2-part episode as well. It's part 4. This is going to be really fast for the next one, which is, again, the Ticketmaster. Next, speculations. So, bottom line, speculations are basically, okay, so here's what speculations are. Speculations are basically, animation errors and, references to outside stuff. It's basically like, okay, well, here's a thing, let's talk about it. So, I'm not gonna say all of what you guys are saying. I'm not gonna say like every single thing that you guys have said. What I am gonna do though, for speculations, I'm just gonna read the topic of the conversation. So, for instance, if they're just talking about Twilight's first appearance or her living in an ivory tower, and how that's a reference to the Bible, and stuff like that. If it's stuff like that, I'll just say that the topic, which in this case would be, hey, Twilight's living in an ivory tower, and let's talk about that. So again, next one is gonna be the Ticketmaster. That is a great episode to be like, out of the the 3rd episodes. I mean, it's okay. Now, I think there's a little bit of a difference for like this year's season 3 episode. And the difference here is this, when it came to seasons 1 and 2, the 3rd episode was mostly used as sort of like, saying, hey, here's what's going to happen at the end of the season. Or here's what's going to happen throughout the season now on. When it comes to, season 1, episode 3, the Ticketmaster basically said, hey, at the end of the season, we're going to have this thing called the Gala. When it came to season 2, it's like, hey, thanks to lesson 0, now everybody has to make a friendship letter when, they learn something. By the way, that is actually an ongoing tradition into the 3rd season now. Now, unfortunately, though, the season openers, the first 2 episodes of each season, they're still the same. Villain. There's a villain out there. The girls have to defeat her, him or her. But in this case, it's like well, in this case, it's a little different. See, too many Pinkie Pies, that does not tell us anything that's going to happen at the end of Season 3 or what is going to be an ongoing thing from now on. So that's the only episode that sort of breaks the rule. Anyway, so here we go. These are some speculations that appear from this episode. First off, the Pony Identity Crisis, which is basically, you know, who's Nightmare Moon? No one really knows until later. The Pony Identity Crisis is an ongoing thing, apparently. A lot of people have said their word in it, and that is the only speculation of episode 2. The Pony speculation, the Identity Crisis, apparently. So I wasted 41 minutes of your time for episode 299. Stay tuned because episode number 300, Sport Chat, it's coming soon. That, of course, is going to be the review. So guys, stay tuned. Coming back.